What's going on, guys? Matthew V. Haynes here, aka the Clockmaster. I'm here with my girl,
Shannon.
Shannon. Why you look a little upset?
Because you cut out my intro.
Okay, you want to do it?
No.
You don't want to do it?
No.
Why not?
Cut it out already.
Well, it wasn't even recording.
It was recording still when you cut it off.
I'm sorry. I didn't even know I thought it was already off. Anyways, let's check out we're here to check out The Witcher season 1 episode 5. If you guys are on Patreon, please make sure to check it out. Getting the full unedited reaction right now on Patreon. Those who are on YouTube, thank you for waiting for that. But if you want to see the full version, check out the description box below for Patreon. Last episode was really cool. Hopefully we get some more Yennefer stuff and all that. Who's your favorite character so far?
So far,
Just so far.
Dandelion.
Dandelion.
Even though it's not like confirmed Dandelion, it's Dandelion.
The Bard.
Yes, the Bard.
The Bard.
And I really like Ciri.
You like Ciri?
Yeah, she's very interesting. Like, she's kind of mysterious in a way.
I like game Ciri, but I can't compare game Ciri to show Ciri.
Yeah.
So, based on show Ciri, she's not really my favorite yet.
I just like the mystery behind her.
No,
like,
I get it.
Who is this child?
Let's do it again.
Anyways,
ready to check this thing out? Let's just get into this thing, man. I gotta try to stop comparing this thing to the thing, man. Because either way, I still like it. But my favorite character so far, obviously, is Geralt. Yennefer. Mm-hmm. Okay, I'm only saying that.
You're only based purely on the show.
Purely on the show?
Yes.
Yennefer. I feel like she's had the longest backstory so far in all of this. We haven't really seen much of Geralt's past.
Right.
We had a whole, like, I think episode and a half, maybe 2 episodes strictly about Yennefer.
Yeah.
Remember, it kind of like showed her from when she got sold to when she was learning the magic to when she was struggling. So I feel like we had more like deeper connection to her story wise than like Geralt.
Right.
So far, Geralt is a big mystery too.
I don't think we're gonna get much backstory on Geralt.
Not yet, at least. I mean,
I don't know if we're gonna get too much in general. I mean, we might, but I'm not too sure. They might want to keep the mystery behind him.
Maybe. I mean, if they're following the books, which I know they are, then we're gonna get a little bit more backstory. Because technically speaking, the game timeline, all that stuff happens after the book timeline. Like some parts of the major book. So something happens in the book, which I won't say because I think they actually showed in the show. Something happens in the books at that where the beginning of the first game picks up from. So, like in the beginning of the first game, he literally like has no memory of anything that happened before then. So he kind of has to like try to remember stuff. Okay. And most of the stuff all the adventures that he had with his friends, like Dandelion, everything happened in the book like way before. So I think that's all that stuff is what's going on now. So, in general, I think his backstory has always been a bit of a mystery anyway. We only know little bits and pieces about how he became a Witcher and all that. So,
well, that's why I don't think that we're going to get too much backstory. No, especially knowing that he doesn't even really remember. So, like, he remembers...
Well, yes, here he does, though.
Here he does?
Yeah.
Okay, so...
Because, like, stuff that happens... Like I said, I don't know the direction they're gonna go with the show. Yeah. As I said in the last reaction, so I don't know if they're following the same route as like the game, some of the game story mixed with some of the book story. Then he will lose his memory. Because that's what happens in the game. But if not, then we don't even have to forget everything I just said.
Yeah. Okay, that's an ear. It gives me weird Joffrey vibes.
Looky.
Perhaps another eye or ear to round out your artful composition.
We'd planned on wearing this one for a while.
Oh, he has in someone's face.
But we are flexible.
Probably why I hate all the stuff, like the ears and
This isn't who you are.
The white flame made me who I am. gave me a higher purpose. You could have had that too, if only you realized that Sintra had to fall.
I found his purpose. Run.
Yeah, never fall for that. Whenever they say run, you already know what's gonna happen.
I said run!
Whoa.
Everything you've ever done, ever debated, ever dreamed is in our head now.
Girl alive.
So many rules. Fine. But it'll cost you. Children are our favorite.
Hey.
Better go now, Schnooky.
Take all the money.
What is this?
Well, they didn't have Viagra back in the day. Look at my guy.
Did you not understand the sign?
Y'all better head out.
Familiar with who I am.
She looks like the daughter of a Karen.
Who's Siri?
Yeah.
Really?
Just like how she looks young and old at the same time.
Oh, yeah, I got you.
I don't think they like me.
When Queen Calanthe closed the borders of Sintra.
Of this world has left me again, rather coldly and unexpectedly, I might add. I fear I shall die a broken-hearted man. Or,
He's so dramatic.
one, at the very least, unless somebody fancies sharing a fish with an old friend. What are you fishing for exactly? Is it cod? Carp? Pike?
We know these fish. We know these fish.
I'm just listing fish that I know. Xander, is that a fish?
I'm not fishing. I can't sleep.
Right. Good.
The gin.
Do you mind if I
Yes, dear.
take back that bit about my fillingless pie? Take it back, and then you can have your ginny gin gin.
Let go.
No, no, let go, you horses! Ah! It's a bit of an anticlimax. Or is it?
Geralt! The gin!
Did you say Geralt?
Yes, I did.
Whoa.
Whoa!
What you want?
Yeah, he's under a
I
spell.
understand. Does he want me to get him the apple juice?
Yeah.
Oh.
This man is under a spell. You really think she's about to be controlled by guys like this?
Why would she so willingly go with him?
Yeah.
Okay, Yennefer, you're into some freaky stuff. Okay.
Look his face.
That's cheating.
No, this is not plays fair.
That's cheating.
Tell me.
Where are we?
At the spa. Where do you think we are? I hope the rampage was well worth it.
Rampage. What did I do?
Let's begin.
Oh yeah, his rampage.
Asked by the very council members you attacked. It is sure to be death.
I suppose that's one way of getting some rest.
Why on earth would you insist me to take after my warning? It's as though you thought a scorpion looked prettier than a spider because of its lovely tail.
You weren't exactly forthcoming.
Not to be untoward or anything, but did we, do the, oh, no, definitely did not butter that biscuit. Look, I am so sorry, but I just remembered I left my hat on the stove. I really must be going.
Express your deepest desires and you can be on your way.
Well, my deepest desires are currently satisfied. Thank you so much. Loving, tender, very generous. The second, significantly more terrifying.
Tell me about the second one.
Well, black hair, devilish eyes, was painting an amphora on her abdomen. You know, the usual.
She wants to be the vessel.
What, you know this woman? Of course you know this woman.
She wants to become more powerful. But she'll die.
Well, let's pray for her. On our way out of town.
Directed by Charlotte.
Yeah,
Cool.
yeah.
Did you want to know what his last wish was?
But I don't want to.
Or do you just want to see if they tell you?
Wait until the next episode.
Okay.
Just because if they don't tell me by then,
then
wait. Sidebar,
okay. If they don't tell.
Sidebar, you put Clueless on your watch list.
I guess I did at some point. Not recently. Probably was a long time ago. Not.
But you definitely need to watch that.
No.
But, yeah.
Yeah. If they don't tell you by the end of the season, I guess I'll tell you. The whole thing that happened here, I knew that already, but it was cool to see it.
Was it in the book or the game?
The book. One of the books. I forgot which one it was. What do you think of this episode?
Oh, episode's crazy. Like, you can just see how powerful Yennefer really is.
Yeah.
Like, she can control Geralt of freaking Rivia, man. That's hard to do.
She's a mage. I know the magic that he knows is just like, they only know like simple commands. Like, they only know like simple. They know like simple magic that you don't have to do any like chanting for.
Well,
like hand sign magic.
It's not even
so
about
it's just crazy.
that. He's more like headstrong. Like she said, that he's very like hard to tap into.
Oh, okay, yeah. Okay, I got what you mean. Yeah.
She's freaking strong, man. I never realized how like powerful she was.
I think she's one of the most powerful ones. I think she was one of the most powerful ones.
She's gotta be. I mean,
because Trish is also a mage too. So it's always been between the two of them. Like, who's
Geralt
like the...
likes him some mages.
I think Geralt just likes himself women.
Specifically mage.
It's like, one of the things is like, he doesn't seem like a guy that cares about that kind of stuff. Yet he really does, and he's good at it. Right. In a weird way.
You're right.
Like, he's like just like a stern guy that like took a vow of celibacy or something, or he doesn't have time for personal like pleasures.
Yeah.
Yet he's very much into that stuff.
Yeah. He like literally, he was like, "Oh well, we're gonna die," and then there was like, "Oh, we survived." Hey.
You know what time it is. Oh man. Yeah, no, that was a really good episode. I want to see what happens in the next one. I'm so mad they only made eight episodes, man. But it's good because
They're long episodes though, so
with a lot of the only reason I keep referencing the book is because they said that this show was based on the books. So that's the only reason I keep mentioning it.
Right.
But just going off of the book material, we got like 5-6 seasons worth of material right here. Seriously, especially if they only do like 8 episodes a season. We only got like we got like a good 5. At least I think we got like a good 5 seasons worth of stories right here. I just wish they would release it every year.
Yeah, but I mean it's kind of hard right now.
So. Well, right now, yeah. I don't think season 2 is supposed to come till like end of next year or something. Whereas like Disney Plus, they're doing like a new Mandalorian season like every year.
Well, that's what a lot of Netflix shows were doing like every year, but then
Are
they used to. And then, like, with Stranger Things, they didn't do it.
Yeah, Stranger Things, you had to wait, like, 2-3 years.
Yeah. So, I think...
Which I don't understand why.
Like, Orange is the New Black. I remember them doing... If I remember correctly, I remember them doing it every year.
I guess maybe they could have afforded to do it every year because it didn't require that much type of visual effects.
Yeah, maybe.
Maybe.
Because I know, like, Stranger Things was a lot of, like... It was a lot. And then, obviously...
They did Game of Thrones every year.
But that's not a Netflix show.
I know, true, but like Netflix got enough money.
I get it.
Like they have enough money and they have enough resources to do this stuff.
It. They might just be wanting to perfect it, which
I guess.
But come on, like.
I mean, I don't know. Okay, I would have to have the numbers, and I'm not gonna do that now. I'd have to have the numbers in front of me to make a comparison to be like, oh, HBO makes this much money and Netflix makes this much money, you know. But I'm thinking it's more like. Obviously, the more resources you have, the faster you can make material. Like, Disney can afford to do Mandalorian every year because they have the resources, and they also have... Yeah, they have the resources. That's it.
Or they could do something like TV does. You know, do it in, like, the beginning of the year and towards, like, the middle end of the year.
I don't know if they have the resources to deal with a show so... graphically, like I don't know.
No, I'm saying like they film like a whole season, and they do half a season, and then so they can release it like some of it.
I know what you mean. Like that's what they do with the Flash. Like they would film like half a season, and then while it's airing, they're on break, and then when they take a break,
right?
Then they
like Walking Dead did the same thing. They did like a mid-season.
Yeah, like a mid-season break, and then they film during the break. And stuff.
Yeah. So I mean, I wish they could do something like that, so you could get more.
I think they're also trying to stay away from like following TV patterns too.
I get that too.
And also like getting like contracts done because if they get Henry Cavill to come in and they shoot for like 2 months or they shoot for 3 months, they can do a season for like 2-3 months, and most of the rest of the months are mainly just used for post-production stuff. So it's like.
I think why it's so delayed is the post-production. For sure.
I think so. Yeah, I think it had. Well, now it's obviously the pandemic, but.
Oh yeah.
I know we just recently got news yesterday that that they got approval in England to continue shooting The Witcher. So we'll see how that goes. A lot of stuff in Hollywood right now is on hold anyway. So
yeah, I know. I think you said that Falcon and Winter Soldier.
Yeah.
Are gonna be filming back in Prague.
Yeah, I think they're gonna be starting soon, or they already started. One of the
something
two?
like that.
Yeah. So they'll be scheduled to like come out on time and everything. Like,
yeah, but everything is still kind of slowly getting back to how it was still like trying to be as precautionary as possible.
Yeah. But anyways, the episode.
Yes. Hi, Thor.
I really liked it. I liked I just like the little bits of comedy that they add in because Dandelion is like I think Dandelion is his last name. I think.
Or it's just a nickname.
Or whatever it is, it's the same character. It has to be. But anyway, he's like the comedic relief. So it's like you have that, and Geralt has like their banter is like the best thing because he's so monotone and like straightforward, serious, but he would say something funny with a very monotone voice.
Or just like a smirk.
Yeah, like a smirk, or like he would be kind of witty sometimes with what he's doing, and him and Dandelion would kind of have like their own little like witty conversations, which is really fun to see in this episode.
He's hilarious.
Yeah, he's very funny. He's like, man, I'm on my deathbed now. I will write him a good song for all the valiant efforts that he's been. Like, bro, they're just in the living room having sex. Don't worry, it's all good.
Relax.
Relax.
It's fine.
Oh man, he's something else, man.
Yeah.
But I really like the show.
It's picking up a lot.
It's picking up. Yeah, I mean, we were pretty much into it like after the first 2 episodes. To be honest. Like,
but I think like now that some of the worlds are starting to collide.
Yeah.
So like Yennefer and Geralt are.
We know they're in the same timeline.
Yeah.
What I'm trying to figure out is if they're in the same timeline with Ciri now.
I think they might be.
You think so?
I think they might be.
Because the whole thing that happened with Pavetta and Dandelion, them were talking about it recently at the pond. Like it just happened. Like he had like just left it.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
So it's
part.
like she's not really born yet.
Right.
So
it might not.
So it might not be.
Yeah. I don't know. I guess
I need to know how
that's like what I was saying in the last video. That's kind of what's confusing, you know?
Yeah. At least we know now that Yennefer. It's not that much confusing now that we know that Yennefer and Geralt are in the same timeline now.
Yes.
Now we just got to figure out where Ciri places in all of this.
Right.
So is she taking place in the future, a little bit ahead of time, while this stuff is kind of like
she's like 13,
roughly, yeah, maybe.
So I don't know.
But 13 years after or so.
Yeah.
So we see all that and like yeah, man. I just want to get to the last episode so.
Yeah,
we
we're
can
getting
really
there.
No, we have like what's 2 more now?
Yeah, we just
after
did,
we do
did episode
6.
5.
Yeah,
so
when we do episode 6, 7,
3
8.
more episodes.
Low-key kind of wish we reacted to the whole season from before.
Yeah.
Low-key, but we didn't really think about that at the time.
We weren't planning on doing reactions to it. We're just gonna kind of like watch it for ourselves, but that was like months ago. So we're like, I feel like this is kind of like holding us responsible. It's like
we need to get this done. You know, it's good though. I liked it.
Yeah.
I think that's all we can really say. To be honest, I think that's it. I think we pretty much talked about the main things.
Because there wasn't much happening, and like it wasn't like last time where there was like so many different things happening at once. It's just like kind of like a main story. Like Cirilla was in the beginning and the end.
Yeah.
That's the rest of it was just like the same.
And the thing
story.
with the Doppler too. And,
yeah, the thing with the Doppler.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's just going off of the episode alone, I think we pretty much covered the main things.
Yep.
Just going strictly off the episode itself. But anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Definitely all the episodes will be on YouTube before anything. Like before I go back home, it's gonna be you guys are gonna see it. So
I mean, you have like a little more than a week.
Yeah.
So
we could definitely.
We're
definitely gonna be done with it. Probably start something else. I don't know.
We'll figure it out.
We'll figure something out. So. But anyways, thank you. We'll see you guys in the next one. Patreon, thank you. YouTube, thank you. And we'll see you in the next one. Clockmaster and
Shannon.
Out.